Hi, I'm Tracy Christensen. Welcome to Community Connection. 2015 marks the 70th anniversary of the end of the Second World War. And what better way to learn about history and pay tribute to the greatest generation than by visiting one of Utah's World War II sites. Today I'm joined by Ray Morris. He is the events announcer at the Historic Wendover Airfield. Ray is going to talk with us about the Warbirds and Wheels World War II commemoration. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you, Tracy.
You have to say that a lot of times. That's kind of a mouthful.
It is, yeah. It's important for everybody to know that, but it is, we do have to say it a fair amount.
Warbirds and Wheels.
Right.
Tell us about the history of the Wendover Airfield and the part that it played in the war.
Thank you. Wendover has been very important to our state and to actually the U.S. military and how the war went on. In the 1930s, there was virtually nothing there, maybe 100 people. And the military, right after our involvement, the U.S. involvement in World War II, decided they needed a bombing range that would be of sufficient size to help bomber crews practice their bombing. And so in 1942, they began construction of the airfield, and it went from a small town of maybe 100 people up to 20,000 people during the latter days of World War II. The facility was constructed. The bomber crews, B-17s, B-24s, P-47s, would use the field to help practice bombing. And it was the largest bombing range in the world and was very important and significant during the majority of the war. And then in 1944, towards the end of the war, when it was realized that they would need a delivery system for the atomic bomb that was being completed, they decided on a B-29 bomber to be the delivery system, and so they had 15 bombers at the airfield in December of 1944 begin practicing dropping dummy atomic bombs. And they did that until about May of 1945. And then the 509th Composite Air Group was shifted from Wendover Airfield to the Marianas Islands, and from the island of Tinian they took off, and on August 6th of 1945 they dropped the first atomic bomb on Hiroshima, and then 3 days later, the 9th of August, they dropped the second and last one on Nagasaki, and then on the 15th of August the surrender was given by the Japanese government and the war was over. So there's great significance historically with our Wendover Airfield. During 1999 and 2000, Jim Peterson and his group got together and thought it was important for us to retain this living history that we have out there with the hangars, the tower, the operations buildings, all of the barracks that are around. There were a variety of buildings, officers' clubs and so on, and begin raising funds to begin to restore those buildings. And yes, this year, as you point out, the 70th anniversary of the end of the war, there will be a fly-in on site at the Wendover Airfield. And we will have a variety of aircraft that we're anxious for people to come out and see. There's a small charge for entrance. For 13 and up, it's $10, and for 13 and younger, it's free. But in addition to that, there will be a car show that will feature a variety of cars from the heavy days of the 60s, showing muscle cars, Mustangs and Corvettes and a variety of others. That'll be a lot of fun to see. And then we'll see also historic World War II airplanes that will be there, the F-4U Corsair, the P-51 Mustang, the T-6 Texan, and a variety of other aircraft will be on site for the public to walk around and see, and then just see the airfield itself, which is very historically significant. And a lot of people don't know that that's in our backyard. It's right there at Wendover, and has been and continues to be a very valuable military asset for our country.
That really is incredible history. And,
it is.
And the commemoration will be something for everyone to see, from
Yes.
the warplanes to all the different cars. And will there be rides available?
There will be rides in a T-6 Texan, and a couple of other airplanes will provide rides for a charge for the patrons who would like to take a look at that and see what it's like to really get a vintage airplane and take care of that.
That's incredible. And we can hear you announce it all.
You can. This will be again September 26th this year, and that's when we have everything take place.
It's exciting. Thank you for being such an expert and for sharing all that information with us.
Thank you for having me.
Here at KBYU, our goal is to let viewers know about activities and cultural events going on throughout the state of Utah. If you'd like more information about what's going on at the Historic Wendover Airfield or any of the organizations seen here on Community Connection, please log on to our website at kbyu11.org. Thanks for being with us, and please join us again.